A Conservative Member of Parliament has issued a warning that the monarchy could face repercussions unless Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have their Sussex title revoked. Welcome to Princess Diana News YouTube channel. Harry is currently facing intense criticism and increasing demands to relinquish his royal titles or have them forcibly stripped from him. This comes as a result of his relentless attacks on the monarchy, along with the controversial revelations shared in his memoir, interviews, and Netflix docuseries. Earlier today, Conservative members of Parliament urgently called for the removal of the Sussex titles bestowed upon Harry and Meghan. Additionally, they intend to propose a bill that would diminish the royal status, citing discontent among their constituents who feel betrayed by Harry's recent statement about the U.S. His house is caught in the midst of a media frenzy in the memoir. Recent polls indicate a significant decline in Harry's popularity in the United Kingdom, particularly among the younger demographic. Tory MPs are cautioning that it is imperative to revoke all titles from Harry, who renounced his royal responsibilities and relocated to California alongside his wife Meghan. Bob Seeley, a Conservative MP, affirmed his determination to proceed with his efforts to pass a law that would authorize the demotion of Harry and Meghan from their royal status. He intends to propose a bill for private members that would enable a vote to modify the Titles Deprivation Act of 1917. During the First World War, the British titles held by the German royal family were revoked. Upon consulting the dictionary, one will discover that treason refers to the act of betraying one's own nation, typically through attempts to assassinate or overthrow the ruling authority or government. Harry has indeed turned his back on his country. He has jeopardized the safety of his loved ones and the armed forces. He and Meghan are on a mission to effectively dismantle the monarchy. Therefore, it is imperative that he loses all of his titles, including the designation of prince. Making him and his family lose their privileged status is the most brilliant suggestion I've come across recently. According to Seeley, his proposed amendment grants the Privy Council, which is composed of 741 esteemed Parliament members, the authority to remove the titles of Meghan and Harry. He expressed the belief that the majority of individuals are highly frustrated and desire an end to his invasive behavior towards his personal life. The citizens of America will soon reach their limit. We have reached our limit of patience. California will soon become tired of him. Scott Benton, the Conservative Member of Parliament, expressed that Harry has generated considerable outrage among his constituents in Blackpool South due to his recent remarks on the anti-monarchist Stephen Colbert's show, The Late Show, where he stated that America is now his home. This discontent has also been fueled by other television interviews Harry has conducted this week, including one with Tom Bradley. He expressed that a significant number of my constituents naturally favor the monarchy, and I presume they will feel greatly disappointed by Prince Harry's remarks. Many individuals have gone to the extent of sending me letters, requesting the removal of his titles. The institution's image has suffered due to his remarks, consequently tarnishing the country's global standing. The monarchy is a cherished aspect of our country that sets it apart, but publicly airing his personal grievances has not only made him appear entitled and small-minded but also has disappointed those who hold the institution in high regard. It can be argued that Harry is not worthy of those titles. Additionally, the legislation is fairly straightforward, mandating the elimination of these designations. He relinquished the title of prince that he acquired at birth. Harry has expressed his thoughts on the potential impact of relinquishing his titles. Well, in that case, if it won't have any impact regardless, I'm confident he will be perfectly fine with having them confiscated. Mr. Benton further mentioned that Charles has the authority to resolve the issue since the monarch grants titles. It is evident that he has neither awarded Harry's children with titles nor bestowed the Duke of Edinburgh a title. He desires a monarchy with reduced power, regardless. Meghan and Harry were bestowed with the prestigious titles of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex by the Queen, who has since passed away. It is unlikely that Charles would remove their clothes unless explicitly instructed to do so, or in certain circumstances he might choose to take that action. Parliament is strongly advocating for Harry due to his explicit endorsement. Like tradition dictates, Charles has already transferred the Duchy in Wales title to William, signifying that William is the rightful heir. The current situation involving Meghan and Harry is highly extraordinary, and it is widely perceived that a majority of people would agree with Charles revoking their titles. Currently, it is uncommon for Parliament to bring up these matters, and it would be logical to assume that the less they request, the higher their probability of success. Challenging the monarchy should not be underestimated in any way. This poses a danger to the monarchy. Stripping Harry and Meghan of their titles marks the initial move towards resolving the damaging accusations made by them. In regards to both the British royal family and the entire population of Britain as well. This would have significant consequences, as potential collaborators would be deterred from working with both individuals, and Harry would no longer have the opportunity to financially benefit from his royal status. Therefore, it would have been more prudent for him to remain silent and acknowledge the general unpopularity of Meghan Markle. This concludes the matter. It is important to note that individuals had been demanding the removal of those titles long before the Queen's demise. What have Meghan and Harry been waiting for all this time, considering they have not been fulfilling their royal duties for quite a while now? They made the choice to relinquish their professional responsibilities. Why should they anticipate receiving titles in the first place? What about those job titles they never actually took on, the ones they abandoned? It's unfair how they're still able to profit greatly from those titles. One person, who is an avid supporter and follower of the British royal family since the televised investiture of His Majesty as Prince of Wales in 1969, shared their perspective as an outsider. "You captured my attention from the moment I laid eyes on the impressive, fortified castle wall adorned with enormous flags displaying the emblem of a dragon. I am surprised that Harry's peerage titles have not already been revoked due to the constant disrespectful remarks he has made, both verbally and in written form, towards his own family, the Duke of Sussex. We can now be confident that Harry and Meghan will never feel remorseful about their sacrifice." In questioning the significance of losing titles, Harry himself ponders what impact it would truly have. Additionally, there have been ongoing discussions among everyday individuals that removing Spare's title is necessary. At what point should we expect this to occur? Despite his incessant stream of insults, he roams across the United States as if he were a prince, displaying a distorted sense of self. And that is the issue in a concise description. Due to Charles's profound sense of responsibility for Harry's current state, he is willing to pardon him for any wrongdoing. Charles, rest assured, William is doing well. Harry is not mentally stable, as he has experienced a privileged and overindulged upbringing due to being the spare. As long as he remains unpunished, he will persist in taking aim at his own family and jeopardizing all the efforts made by our beloved Queen to safeguard them. Removing Harry's titles will cause a commotion, but it is a necessary action. This is the first instance where he must be informed that his behavior is not acceptable, and he should be entirely separated from his association with the royal family. I've reached my limit. Furthermore, the royal family's exclusion from the decision-making process is inconsequential. Harry and Meghan are enduring a deeply distressing silence, holding on to their dignity throughout this difficult situation. In a clever attempt to provoke a response, they are continuously unveiling increasingly outlandish discoveries. I've consistently felt a strong sense of empathy towards Harry and William. I am saying that it is very unfortunate that they experienced the loss of their mother when they were young. Nevertheless, life must continue. I am a supporter of the royal family and strongly desire for them to maintain the same level of strength exhibited by our previous queen. Harry may need to reconsider his priorities and reflect on what truly matters to him at this moment. Harry's sole focus appears to be on financial gains, but life should encompass more than just monetary achievements. And he appears to lack any form of regard or appreciation for his own family. The tragedy lies in identifying the influential individual impacting him, posing the significant inquiry at hand. What are your thoughts on the titles of Harry and Meghan? Feel free to share your opinion in the comments below. If you find my video intriguing, kindly remember to give it a thumbs up and share it with others who would also appreciate it. Make sure to stay tuned and follow the Princess Diana News channel for upcoming videos from our dedicated team. Thank you for joining us, farewell, and we look forward to reconnecting with you later this evening.